Hi, my name is Jesseline. In this video, I'm actually probably just going to be doing a lot of talking because I'm going to talk about statistics and what a statistical question is. And so, definition of a statistic question is where the answer can change depending on who it is asked and when it is asked. So, and that change is what we call variability. Okay, so a statistical question can change depending on who we ask and when we ask it and where we ask it. And so, what did everyone in the class eat for breakfast today? So is this a statistical question? So depending on who you ask, will the answer change? And your answer should be yes, it will change, because depending on if you ask Tom or Sarah, their answer might change. It doesn't have to change, but it has a chance of changing. So that is a statistical question. Another one is, what did you eat for breakfast today? Now, since they're only asking you and that answer is not going to change, you only ate one thing. You didn't eat oranges, and then you didn't eat bananas 2 hours later. You ate oranges for breakfast. That doesn't change. So that is not a statistical question. Another one, how many people in the class ate breakfast today? No matter who you ask in the class, the answer is going to be the same. 5 people ate breakfast today. Okay? Ask Tommy. 5 people ate breakfast today. So that is not a statistical question. And then, who was the first president of the U.S.? That answer is not changing no matter who you ask, unless you ask somebody who doesn't know that. But it shouldn't change, because the first president of the U.S. will always be George Washington, and no matter who you ask, that is always the answer, unless they give you an incorrect answer. They were to give you a correct answer. So it's not a statistical question. And then, how many points does Steph Curry have in each game? So this actually is a statistical question. Obviously, the answer isn't going to change no matter who you ask, because he makes a certain number of points, but it's a statistical question because the answer, yes, the answer changes depending on when you ask it. So what did he make game 1? What did he make game 2? What did he make game 3? So it's changing every time depending on when you are asking it. So it is a statistical question. Some vocabulary that you'll talk about when doing statistical questions is data. So collecting data. If you're collecting data, you're asking a statistical question. The data is like the counts, the measurements, or opinions that are collected to answer a statistical question. And then the frequency, the number of times the answer shows up in the data. So how many times, how many hours a day do you watch TV? How many times does 10 hours a day show up, and why does it show up? So that's a statistical question. And then difference between statistical and non-statistical. A statistical question, the answer is in the form of data. You're collecting data, okay? A statistical question also has more than one answer. It's not just one answer, not what, how many hours are in the day. That's always just one answer, 24. Yeah, so it will always have a different answer depending on who you ask. And statistical questions vary according to who answers, when it is answered, and where it is answered, and when it is answered. Okay, so if that it is changing, then that is a statistical question. Thank you for enjoying this video.